nice. Well, so what's it like working security detail on a space station?
Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Uh, well, all right, just trying to make conversation.
I'm not here for a chat. Now get moving before I see you moved.
Wow, she's a bitch. What's a Mardat? That's why I whispered it.
We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know.
Why Mardat, not guard or officer?
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardettes because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
Okay, couldn't help but notice the bounty posting on Phineas Wells.
The outlaw scientist fella, right. The board's had it out for him for ages. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what fors of his location, Udon Bedford would surely like to hear it.
Sure. All right, is this Phineas Wells is this Wells fellow a famous criminal or something?
To the board, yeah. You've read his wanted poster. Whole list of things to get their unders in a wad. But he's never done nothing to Groundbreaker, so I've no problem with him. We keep the poster up to keep the peace is all.
No honor. All right, what bounties do you have available?
Still waiting to hear back on that bounty for McRed. That aside, not much else. Groundbreaker's keeping calm at the moment.
I'll be on my way. Okay, so if I help the ship out, then I can get back in the security area, probably without having to kill anyone. Probably. Guess we'll go talk to Udon Bedford first and get my ship unimpounded.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Ah, unsavory types here. There's so many Mardets, I would be surprised.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Okay. Bell Shells discovery. Okay. From Jay Tennyson, subject: anyone seen Private Taylor? Haven't seen him in days, and where are we on that toilet clog? Oh, thank you. Let's see. Do we have any ketchup in the kitchen?
I think so.
Not for you, Comet. Go lay down. Okay, so you guys don't need to see me eating. If Chief Guyang taught me anything, is that a crew's morale is proportional to the quality of their outhouse. You take away a crew's plumbing, you take away their privacy and dignity. So let's get that toilet fixed. Alright, from Kitty Buchanan to Wildcat Group. Even though it's been now 20 years since our last meetup on Groundbreaker, I was hoping we'd get the old gang back together. I understand that things have changed. Some of us are long-range haulers. Some of us have gone corporate. Some of us are likely dead, and some of us are on Tartarus and not reading this message, but I haven't lost hope. Now, no one responded to my last invite. I hope that means your schedules are full up with family gatherings and job opportunities. Stay free, freelancers. Okay. From Iceman to IS Conveyors Collective. Hi all, so I just got off ice from a round trip to Dashkova, 2 years out, 2 years back. Imagine my surprise when we de-thawed and Groundbreaker comms told us our docking was going to be delayed. 1 hour turned into 5, then days went by. In the end, we spent an entire GD week waiting for a berth on this law-effed bolt bucket. And because we were kicking our heels all that time, not a one of us got paid. I don't know about you, but I got expenses. A family I don't see often enough, debt you wouldn't effing believe. And even if I'm not working, I still gotta make payments. Does that seem proper to you? Don't we conveyors have rights? We should do something about this. If you agree, leave a message here and I'll respond when I get back from Jinsun in 3 years. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's interesting. So that whole message just like disappeared. That's weird.
I'm gonna set it down because it's very close.
Okay. Thank you. That was weird that message just like disappeared. Public notices. Regarding the food situation, to those of you who have raised concerns about the quality of Groundbreaker's victuals, yes, I'm aware the promenade stinks. Allow me to put the matter to rest. Our ancestors didn't rise from humble beginnings on a diet of spratwurst and borst. But that's the reality of life up here. If you can salt it, can it, or zip it up in a pouch, then we're not picky about calling it food. Spacers make do with what they have, and what we have is smelly meat, lots of salt, and 11 kinds of mustard. Last time I counted. Try and enjoy it. Ship and pounded. Oh, it's a general notice about our impound policies. If the board impounded your ship, take it up with the board. The embassy is the Gaudy building opposite Sublight's warehouse. Send them your questions, outstanding fees, and hate mail, especially hate mail. If Groundbreaker impounded you, pay your damn fees and don't bother my people. Yeah, I like the way she thinks. Okay. Looking for work. Urgently looking for a new crew to sign on with. I've been stuck in Halcyon for almost a year now. Don't know what's holding up my next posting. Never had to wait this long to get on another freighter. I'd planned to take one of the rare long hauls back to Earth, but haven't been able to find any. And even the shorter skips to the inner world seem rarer from the outer world routes these days. If anyone has any information about upcoming work, please post it here. Okay. Down on my luck. Honor. Move, cat. So here's my story. My ship limped into Groundbreaker in a rough state. We couldn't make the repair fees, docking fees, refueling, or the fees for not being able to pay our fees, so I'm kind of stuck here. They took my ship, sold it off as scrap. Now my credit is shot to hell, and corporate freighters won't hire me on. I'm hoping somebody with a bunk to spare and places to go is feeling charitable. Thanks for listening. Interesting.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us on ours?
Honor!
Yeah, this is Chief Junlei's ship. You don't own shit here.
Step back! I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying, you waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Look, just get out of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Ah, whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs for that walking mustache Udon fucking Bedford? I gotta get off this detail.
the board. Organized, efficient, competent.
Is house.
Well, mostly.
We interrupt your
everything in here is worth more than I've made in my whole life.
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Yep, he sure did.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
Well, he was eaten alive by feral canids.
No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings.
Again, I'm very sorry.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What's this about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Okay, is there anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. Well, it's my white whale, I suppose.
Can't tell you where he is. I haven't been there.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
Okay, I'd like to ask you something else.
Be my guest.
What are those locked doors in the back?
A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Does the chairman visit here often?
Oh,
Good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. What do you do here exactly?
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
Okay. Big fish in a small space station. Nice setup.
I have few complaints.
Alrighty. Why are there armed guards in here?
Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course.
To watch your back, you mean?
Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status, and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign.
Sure. Let's see. You call keeping officers on their promenade benign.
When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I much care.
Okay. Does it seem hot in here to you?
Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions? Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
Oh, yes. I'm sure your superiors care a ton. Can you get me to Stellar Bay?
Good law. Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
So, no.
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
No would have done it. You didn't have to crack open a thesaurus.
Best to be clear, I believe.
Back to my other questions.
Ask away.
We are leaving. Okay. So I'm not telling him where Phineas Wells is. Because I really don't like these corporate,
Have you seen
a-holes.
this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Alright. So my
Have
ship
you
is
seen
free.
this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your
Okay.
local
Bounty.
board embassy.
No, not the bounty drone. This is... Greasy is the name of the robot.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Okay. Tripicale pasta pack. Bag of tobacco ears. And pipe patch. And what's here? Oh, engineering. Okay, I gotta go to engineering in a minute to talk to that engineer. Anyways, so... Ike's Armory discovered. Alright, hi, Ike.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor. Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons. For those times you have to repel boarders, but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
At the stoplight pickup. Alright, pardon me for just a second, guys. I've got my mother calling to pick up the script for me, so 1 second. Alrighty, y'all, I'm back. Sorry about that. My mother was picking up some prescriptions for us. She's on her way to do some shopping in the bigger town near us. So, she stopped by with some scripts I needed. That way I didn't need to leave. What? Yep. She's also the one who added the extra fabric on the penguin kigurumi. And because she loves me, she also brought Twizzlers. Whew. All right. Alrighty. Okay, I need to check one thing. I can barely tell it's a different color fabric. Alright, Comet, go lay down, bud. Love you, dog. Lay down. Okay. Alright. I have animals crawling all over me. Let's see what you got. Tell me more about your wares.
Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in this shape.
Alright, are you a spacer yourself?
Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridano, indentured to the corporation.
Go on.
I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
Alright, let's see what you got for trade. Ooh, I get a 9% discount.
Nice. What'd you do?
Dunno.
Is it just because of work or something? Okay, don't know.
Must be for helping the Groundbreaker or something. I like that. Name of the weapon mod, Mr. Ouch.
Mr. Ouch?
Yep.
Oof. Okay.
Okay, so... Got anything to sell? Not really. Bratwurst vendor discovered.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of Spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
What's Bratwurst exactly?
You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices.
What does terra-fry mean?
Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry.
Is Spratwurst your own invention?
Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&Ding our own special meat.
Is Spratwurst like Borschtwurst? I've seen that a lot.
Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike.
By the way, thank you for everybody watching. We are here for Extra Life this year. So we started about 9 a.m. We're going to go till 9 a.m. tomorrow. So 25 hours.